Hello everyone, I am livecamant coming at you tonight with another absolutely amazing multicam live cam site. I'm talking about PTZ TV, which is a site featuring tons and tons of different cameras from around the Florida area. We're talking cruise ships and ports, airports, beaches, city scenes, and even monkeys and kitties. I'm not kidding you. There are literally so many amazing cameras that there simply isn't enough time to look at them all in one video. So I'm going to break this video up into several different video series showing you some of these amazing and truly fascinating cameras live and direct from Florida. Now before we get there, do a guy a favor. I see the subscriptions are going up already since I have started making videos again. Thank you so much everyone. I really appreciate it. And it's so easy to help the channel out. All you've got to do is hit that subscribe button, throw me a thumbs up, and it will get the process going. Thank you so much everyone. I really appreciate it. Now, let's move on to this truly fantastic multicam PTZ live cam site. Now, as you can see here on this page, this is the What's on PTZ TV page. Now, this is actually, the cameras aren't live, but it does give you a representation of what each camera is looking at this particular time, and it does update periodically. Now, there's nothing else going on this entire page, so there's no real point at looking at the link, because every one of these cameras will be directly linked to its own individual web page. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Now here we are on the main page for PTZ TV, and it looks relatively nondescript, but trust me, it is not. If we go to the drop down menu here, you'll see that we have the What's on PTZ TV that we were just looking at. We have a snapshot archive. We have a camera status page where you can look, if you're looking for a particular camera, it will tell you the status. And then we've got Port Everglades, FLL Beach from the Hilton, Pompano Beach, Palm Beach, Florida Multicam. I did mention monkeys. Port Miami, Miami Airport, Key West Harbor, etc., etc., and the list goes on and on and on. There are so many cameras here, and yes, even cats and kittens. Now, not every one of these cameras is going to be PTZ, and they do have other interesting features as well. If you look below the drop down here, you'll see the VHF with a play button and a plus and minus. Now on the VHF channel, this is a radio channel. You're not going to hear too much. However, when you're looking at the airport scenes, you often will be able to listen in to air traffic control. So for you airport lovers, I'm not sure what the proper term for it is, the people who love to watch the videos of planes taking off and landing, not only are you going to see great live scenes from Florida airports, but you're going to be able to listen in on air traffic control. On other channels, it is live audio based on what's happening in the camera itself, or it gives you the option to tune into FM radio stations from that particular location, so you can listen to some music, you could get some local news or weather updates, things of that nature. So it's really a fascinating series of cameras. Now, the camera we're going to look at first here is the Key West Harbor webcam. I really like cameras in Key West. There are a lot of very fascinating and very interesting cameras in Key West. So let's go and take a look right now. It's as simple as choosing the Key West Harbor link, which I already had, and then pressing play. Here we go. Oh, look at that. It's raining now. It was not raining earlier, so we are getting a little bit of water on the camera lens, which is truly unfortunate because this is such a wonderful camera. It is PTZ. It does follow a set pattern of panning left and right, as you can see, and it's vibrant. The colors are amazing. The scenery is amazing. It shows a bunch of different tourist locations, bars, nightclubs, street scenes, the water. It's fantastic. When I first discovered this site last night, it was the early evening, so you could see the discos and the lights all flashing and strobing and changing color. However, it's not going to be as exciting right at the moment. Like I said, when I sat down and said, yes, I'm going to make this video, it was beautiful. Blue skies, sunny, literally just amazing. But perhaps there is a weather system moving through right now. I would have to double check. As we can see here, it just says VHF. So if I press the play button, I don't think we're going to get anything. It's a neat little island off of Key West. It is 9:47 a.m. It does give the time, the date. This little open area here, courtyard. Not sure what goes on over there, but this is going to continue panning. Now we can't control the pan or zoom or anything like that. And other than that, okay, so we've got an error on the VHF. So there's nothing playing. Typically, every one I've tried that's VHF, nothing has come up. Now this is going to continue panning over until it gets to an area where you see the street view, you see vehicles, you see nightclubs. At nighttime, it's off the hook. The quality of these cameras is still very, very good. Now, when it comes to other controls, we are somewhat limited. We do have a setting control here that when we click it, it will give us the opportunity to either choose 720p hard HD, high definition, or we can choose auto, which will give us 720p. There aren't any other options really, just auto and choosing 720p specifically, unfortunately. It would be nice to try to get it at 1080p, but it only does have the one resolution, which is fine. And then of course we close that to get back to the nice clear screen. We also have a pause button here, so we can pause the live stream itself. And we have an audio volume key button here, so if there is music or if there is natural sound that is being pumped out. Look at this scene. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this nice? At nighttime, this is just glowing with red, green, blue strobing lights. It looks like an exciting and fun little place to hang out. But other than that, that's it. There isn't a zoom feature or even a full screen feature. If I double click the screen, I get nothing. All I can do is pause it. There's no full screen button on here, which is a little bit disappointing, but that's okay. It is a high enough quality camera that we could manually zoom the image with our keyboards by simply choosing Control and plus. But at the moment, not really much to see. Unfortunately, the water drops are obscuring quite a bit. You can see a lovely little boat cruising through the waterway over there. It looks like, I would say, a little tourist boat where you can get groups of 20-30 people to go cruising along Key West. Key West looks like an amazing place. I'd love to go to Key West and check it out. The weather there is very similar to the weather where I am now. However, it's not currently raining here, but it has been all day, so I feel you, Florida. I feel you. But what a gorgeous camera, what a gorgeous site. And like I said, this is just one of the amazing cameras that are available on this PTZ TV website. Now, of course, I will put the link to this camera below, as it does have its own web link. You don't go to ptztv.com and then go from there. They are direct links, but once you go to any one of their cameras, you can go to the drop down menu here, and then you will get the option to see all of the other cameras. And as you can see here, PTZ TV is simply just an overview of all of the amazing, amazing cameras that you can see. Speaking of amazing cameras, I did it. I broke down. I've put my own live stream back on the channel. So if you go to my main livecamant channel on YouTube, the very first button at the top is going to be my live camera. Right now it's the middle of the night there, so it's a little bit hazy, a little bit fuzzy. It's also been raining, but during the daytime it's a very, very nice clear view of my personal neighborhood and a street view of life in China, something that is very rare, that you do not see very often. So there you go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this trip to Key West, Florida. Like I said, I'm going to be showing a lot more of these cameras in future episodes because they're simply too amazing not to dedicate an entire video to each camera. I wouldn't want to go through and say, oh, look at this. Okay, now look at this. Okay, now look at this. No, they're just too much fun. They're too interesting. The water drops have made this one not as amazing as it could be, but as you can see from the quality, even when it's not sunny, even when it's not a perfect day, it's amazing. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out, and we will see you in the next video.